What's up, y'all? Well, boss man did a thing today. We gotta go pick up a new wagon. Let's go. So before we go get our new wagon, I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is yet. We had to stop at the chrome shop here in Amarillo. Need a couple things. I need to get a couple of lights for the breather lights. Got a couple of them broken. Marker lights for the headlight too. So. And then I need another spot mirror for the other side that's real loose. So let's go ahead and see what we can find. Alright, they didn't have what I needed in this one. In here, they didn't have what we needed. I really want the beehive or watermelon, whatever you want to call it. I call them a beehive on these little ones like this. We're going to go to the other chrome shop, Tascosa chrome shop up the road. It's just a little outer. Thought I could just get in here and get in and out and get what I needed. Hell, they didn't even have no spot mirrors in here. So we'll just run down the road here, circle back, get what we need, and we'll go check out that new wagon. Alright, we made it over here with Tascosa Truck Sales, y'all. Chrome shop. Got a few nice 389s out here for sale. We'll walk in here and see if we can find what we need. guys, we got what we needed. Got us a spot mirror, 7-inch spot mirror. And you know what? The prices are actually cheaper here, and these are name brand stuff. That Hanna stuff down there is that Hanna brand. That's off brand. These are Maxima, and they were $9.99 a piece down there at the Hanna. They were $6.99 here. So I got 4 of these to replace them 2 broken ones, and I got 2 more that ain't burning. So, okay. And then on our fertilizer trailer or tanker, the rear lights, they've been acting up. The rear marker lights on each side, the 2 red ones, the red on each side, they've been acting up, so we're going to replace those. So we did pretty good. We got what we needed. All right, so we got to go down here, swing around the turnaround, go back up here, swing around another turnaround, come back up the service road, and we will be at the Wagon lot. We're going to go to the Wagon lot, check out this new wagon. Let's ride. Alright guys, we're getting off the I-40 here. We done made one turn back. Let's see where the turn in is to this place. We're going to Area Trailer Sales and Rental. And we're actually, this new wagon we're getting, we're not buying it, we're just leasing it. We got a little gig lined up we're going to try out, and we'll talk more about it in a minute, but let's see if we can get into this place where the entrance is. I've never been in. Usually when we get trailers, we get them from American Trailer up here, but Boss Man cut a deal over here at this place, so I think they do a month-to-month lease instead of having a lease for 3 to 6 months or whatever. So I think that's why we came here. If this thing don't work out for us, we're only obligated to the trailer for a month. And I hate this light right here. One of them long lights, you know, and then it don't stay green for you on this side very long when it does turn green. And I don't know, I might have been able to go through this turnabout here and then went into their yard, but I think I got to go down this eastern street to the south here just a little bit. We'll figure it out though. We're bobtail, so we can kind of get around some places right now to figure out where the turn in is. And of course, the light being red makes me have to talk to y'all longer. Either that or shut the video off. But kind of wanting to. Y'all know me. I ain't very swift up here, so I don't get a lot of good talking points done sometimes. It's got to talk about what I see and what we're doing. All right, let's see if we can find this entrance. Should be just looking here. Yeah, it looks like it's right there. I don't know how to turn around. I was kind of thinking I might go through right here by this little liquor store. There's a little side street right there. I bet we can go right there. Got Thermo King over here on the right. Shout out to our buddy Mike. That's our parts guy that comes down to Memphis for us a lot. Alright, so see all the trailers here. Are y'all in suspense yet? Y'all wondering what we're going to get? Something totally different from what I've done over here with my boss man right now. But I have pulled these over at the other place with La Flama Blanca before, so let's get pulled up here, and I gotta go in and talk to these folks right quick, and then I'll get back out here with you guys here in just a minute. Alright guys, we'll have to pardon the wind, but we got the wagon picked up. We're back down here at the gin. We normally haul cottonseed out of down here at Donley County Gin in Leah Lake, Texas. I guess we'll reveal what we got. Did y'all see it? One more time. Did you see it that time? Well, here we go. we picked us up a belly dump. We're about to be some rock. We're about to be some rock, for real rock stars. So we'll talk a little more about what we're going to do with it here in a little bit, but I just wanted to show it to y'all. Let y'all see what we got here. Pretty clean 2023 Durahall. Extra light, extra strong. Pulls good, pulls good. Really lightweight compared to the belly dumps I pulled in the past. It actually looks pretty good on the rat rod. Looks pretty good. So we're gonna get on down to the house. We gotta do some rigging up, and we'll talk about this. Talk more about this in a little bit. So the plan is to, we're going to rig out the little pumpkin truck, and we're just kind of doing this kind of on the side to fill in. We've been lacking on our fertilizer here lately. We've gotten slow on our fertilizer, so we're needing something to fill in with. We have another belly dump spotted, and there's a construction job going on the highway just right outside our town, just right on the edge of town out there, and they're not doing quarter-mile turns, just moving some material around. And the hourly rate on it, the trucks get paid by the hour on that type of work, not by the mile. So the hourly rate is okay. It's not great, but for no more diesel than you're going to burn, I got a buddy out there doing it right now, and he hadn't filled up in over a week. So, I mean, the truck can make $800 a day, and if you only had to put diesel once a week, that's really not bad. Not great, but it's not bad. But it's better than sitting too. So we're gonna try it out. We rented this trailer for a month, and if it don't work out, we'll just take it back. It'll pay for itself. It'll pay for itself in a day and a half of work. So we'll take it back if we have to. And I put out on Facebook that we had some belly dumps now, so hopefully some more people might call us too, need some rock hauled or whatever. We can do it. We can handle it. We got plenty of experience. We got myself and Uncle Adam, and actually Boss Man too. Boss Man worked for a guy that ramrodded an operation for a guy that's all they did is haul rock back in the day. So we got plenty of experience here to handle it, and maybe it opened up another door, another avenue, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we're gonna get back. We're almost home here. Get back to the yard. I've got to show y'all what we got to do to get this thing rigged up. We got to figure out something for the electric. It's got an electric tarp on it. I really don't care for electric tarps. I'd rather have the hand crank manual tarps. So we're going to figure out something on it. I think I got an idea of what we're going to do, so we'll talk about that too. And see where this leads to. But thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you on the yard here in a minute. Alright, Dallas, we're back here at the yard. It is, I don't know, let's see what time it is. 3:51, almost 4 o'clock, 113 degrees. Freaking hot. Hot. Went and changed at lunch, got into an old shirt, old 806 driver shirt here. Put the old hat on before I got everything all greasy. We had to run to Childress, Texas after lunch and get some parts gathered up to rig up the little pumpkin truck. We'll walk here in the shop and kind of show y'all what's going on, what we're doing. I'm not going to do a lot of recording because it's hot and it's just miserable trying to record in the shop when it's 113 degrees out. So I'm going to kind of give y'all a gist of what's going on, and we'll see y'all in the shop. Somebody's shoot some of our Canadian buddies up there. We got hey, y'all keep some of that weather down here for us, man. We can sure use it. We can sure use it. This AC don't even feel like it's cooling good right now. But we'll see y'all in the shop. Yeah, y'all looky here. We're out here in the shade. This is in the shade and it's sitting there about 108. You know what that mercury is? There you go. You can see it good right there. Between 105, 108. We're in the shade here. There's the great pumpkin. Boss man's got the air cleaner apart. He's trying to fix a hole in it. Had a hole right here, y'all. It's cracked out. Kind of like some people that run around here, cracked out, you know. But
putting some of this 200-mile-an-hour duct tape on there.
It got some of that army stuff, but it's on the side where it won't suck it into the motor, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, we don't want to get a whole bunch of dirt out here. That place where we're going to be hauling's real dry and kind of powder, so you know that dirt's going to be rolling. So we try to keep it as clean as possible. We hadn't really, I guess the most we ran this truck was during peanut season, wasn't it? And hell, that's been 9 months ago, y'all. So this is gonna be the first action this truck's seen in about 9 months, other than hauling a couple of loads of cotton bales. But all in all, it's in good shape though. Other than that, we got to get it rigged out. Got some heavy gauge wire here. I think it's 2 gauge. And that's what we're going to use for our tarp. Got a junction box here. Got some small gauge wire here. That's going to be used for our switch to open the doors. Got our 4. Ooh, that sucker sitting in the sun is hot. Can't even hold on to it. Got our 4-hole plug here. That's going to go on this wire here to control the tarp. We got our arming switch here. Toggle switch with the protector over the top. Flip it, that'll open the doors, close it, it'll close the doors. So all this will go together and go into the trailer. Got some connectors here to make a stinger for the trailer. I'll show y'all what we're talking about on that when we get done. And got an extra arming switch. Over here we have a reversing solenoid. What this does, this is for the tarp. So you'll have a ground that goes in, here, a hot goes in here, then a untarp goes in here, a retarp line goes in here from the switch, and then this one goes to a motor and this one goes to the motor. So I'll explain how all that gets wired up later on. We could not find our 2-prong plug that works off of this, so I'm not going to do this today, and we're not going to be using the tarp out on that job because it's we'll never be getting out on the highway, so we'll get this rigged up before. But this is going to go on. I might have to get a bigger junction box. I thought this one was going to be big enough, and it might still work. Set it down in there.
I can use my hole punch outs to run all my cables out of. And then on top here is where I was gonna mount or switch to roll it, unfold the tarp and to fold the tarp. So that way, if we swap trucks, instead of having this static mounted and mounted to a dash on the truck, we can just move this box. We'll set this box in the battery box cover of each truck that it's being used in. So them reversing switches are pretty expensive. They're about $100, and so that way we can move it from truck to truck to truck. I really don't like electric tarp. Lazy man tarps, what I call them. I'd rather just have a manual tarp where you gotta get out and roll it. It don't take shit to roll it, unless you got an employee working for you that, you know, is an older person or something, or might have a little trouble with it. So that's about the only time I think you need electric tarps. But anyway, I'm gonna get started on it. I'm gonna build the door opener stuff right now. So what I gotta do is take that gray wire here, and I gotta run it back here to all our trailer hookup stuff, and run that switch and the dash, and we'll have this thing ready to rock and roll. We'll get that done. It shouldn't take too long, as long as I don't have no trouble running the wire. So we'll get back with y'all in a minute. All right, guys, so we got our arming switch.
Here's what you got in this tank.
About a half a tank.
Because of the tank's flute.
All right.
What are you filming me for?
You're a movie star.
Yeah, it's fuel gauge.
That's our fuel gauge.
Redneck.
Hall County, that's a Hall County fuel gauge there, Moneyfo. Yeah, we got our switch hooked up though. Now I gotta put all this back together, test it before I put it together, and get her going. All right, guys, got the wire ran down the frame rail here from inside the cab. All we gotta do is put our little quick connect end on here, and our quick connect end that comes from the trailer, we'll put them together for when it is when it's in use. Easy pleasy, lemon squeezy. Get that end put on and test it out, and then put the dash back together. All right, guys, look at my beautiful face here. A little dirty, been crawling around and shit. But tell you what, show you how we test this thing. If you don't have one of these, Power Probe, one of the best things you can get, guys. So what we do, I got it hooked to the hot side here, and let's see if I can position this, rig this up to where I ain't got all my stuff in here. Okay, well, I'll do it like this. All right, I'm gonna go in here and hit the switch. Just watch right here. This red, this is the positive side, this is the negative side. This red positive should light up when I flip the switch. So I flipped the switch on, off and on twice there. You could hear that it was working properly, getting fire, so that's what we want. Get my probe here, pull it out. If you look, this side right here with the white wire, this is our ground. So touch it till you can see the ground is lighting up. Also, this will give you a voltage readout. Like if I was to go turn it on now, that the plus would light up, and it would tell you how many volts you're getting there too. So pretty handy tool. You can also put fire to stuff too, to see if it's tested like that, to see if it's working. You also put ground to something. Push down to put ground out the end of the tip. Push up, put power. You gotta be real careful with these though, especially on modern equipment with computers and stuff. You can burn some shit up real quick. So we're gonna finish wiring up here. All right, guys, me and Boss Man sitting here wiring up our motor relay for our tarp motor. And what this thing does
is it's got a switch, goes in the cab, and you can press it either way to either roll the tarp over or roll it back over. And what this does is it reverses it, and it also has a braking mechanism to it to where it will slow down the motor instead of just coming to an abrupt stop. But anyway, my little tip of the day here, I guess you would say, if you ever find yourself like we are, we live out in the middle of nowhere, town of about 1,500 people that don't have no parts pretty much to speak of, and we got to drive 30, 60, 90 miles to get anything. So if you ever find yourself in need of a fusible link to put a fuse in line and you don't have anything, well, as long as you got 2 of these female butt connectors like this right here, you can make yourself a fusible link. So, and what's going to happen is this wire here is going to go, I'm going to get my power source from right here from this hot spot, and it goes up to our switch inside the cab. And this is where our fuse link, our fuse is going to tie into. So I'm put it together right quick. It'd be hard to do one hand. I'm put together, and I'll show you what it looks like. So once you got it all put together, that's what it looked like. You got your 30 amp fuse in there. Now I can tie it in, and now we got some protection. We're gonna finish wiring up. We're damn near there. Damn near done. All right, guys, we're gonna go hook up to the belly dump. Rat rod. We're gonna try to keep her out of the dirt if we can stand it. My fearless leader right there. He got a beer in his hand already. Imagine that. What do you think about that there, Monty? Whew, yeah. We got some shade now at least. It's still 100 degrees, but at least we got some shade. Almost. I think it's about 7 o'clock. Pay attention here, get lined up. Overshot it. And you're trying to pay attention to the camera. Boom. We're hooked. Alright guys. What the boss man got in his hand. I got me one too though. Right there. Right there. We're gonna open the bottom. Hold on, boss. Don't get in a hurry yet. I'm gonna get out here to the side. Alright, we're gonna open the bottom, and then we got our tarp switch here. Open and close. So it's open right now, so we'll go to the close end. Everything halfway done. We kinda did some Hall County customizing to it, but go ahead, dump your rocks, boss. There you go. All right, close your tarp. There you go. Open her back up. Works like a champ. Another job, half-ass done by the 806 crew and the B team.
Yeah.
Bench warmers.
Bench warmers.